All right, Marcus, here it is. So I'm going to kind of walk you through how it works. It's plugged into a power strip. Turn that on, and you'll see that the monitor will count through each of the games. So once that gets past 60, it'll be ready to go. So let me point this out too. That's the light underneath. Just make sure that if you're putting this on carpet that there's enough clearance that the light's not touching the carpet. You want to make sure it's able to cool off. So while it's booting up, it's got a LED rather, light strip behind the Roll Tide Arcade, which is red. Kind of enhances the red there. You can see it's still counting. Coin door has the new lock on it. And in here I'll leave the instruction manual, which you probably won't need. But there's 3 switches in here. You can see that with the light. The one all the way on the left has an S, then a T, then 3. So it's the service, the test, and the number 3 button. So I'll show you. You'll just really use that test button when you want to change the settings. So I'll show you how to do that. And when you close the door, the wire should go back in there really good, but just make sure that you don't pinch them in there. Alright, so game boots up once it's all started. On the control panel, your red button is button 1, and the white button is the button number 2. So if you go ahead and press 1, so basically it's on free play. So when you press button 1 or button 2, that's like putting the coins in, and then you can move around with the joystick. You move around, and if you look, it'll highlight now we're on Donkey Kong Jr., and up top it'll say Donkey Kong Jr. And you see how it says page 1 of 10? Once we move down, I'm going to press down. Now we go down, now you're on page 2 of 10, and you're a numbers guy. So there's 6 on the page, 10 pages, that's your 60 games. So like now we're on Dig Dug, and when you move to the left, now we're on Galaxian. So once you're on the game you want, you press either the 1 or 2 player start, and that game will start up. So there's right, left, down, up, and I don't know if you remember this game, but you press button 1 to come, blow these guys up, and then you die. So I'll show you just once you get to the So once you lose your life, so there's 1 guy left. Once this guy is toast. So now we lost all 3 lives. Now watch, we'll just go back to the main menu. And you'll see now, when you move the joystick, it doesn't do anything. You have to press button 1 or 2, and once you do, then you can go to the different ones. And there's Pac-Man. So that's it. So I'll show you behind the machine too, just in case you're curious what goes on back here. So I'll have the door on here, and there is a key for it. I'll hang the key in the coin door. I'll show you that. So that's the game board, the power supply, and the back of the buttons, and the LCD screen's mounted under there. Tried to keep it nice and neat. So I will, back on the front of the machine, there's a little hook right here. I'll hang the back door key on that. So when you close the front door, once that front door is closed all the way, You take that key out, and then you only have to hang on to the one key. So, okay, so I'm going to turn it off. And what I'm going to do is hold this test button down when you turn it on. And now if you watch the screen, what the screen's going to do, and you just have to hold it till it starts. So now it's going to filter through all the games, a bunch of different codes and stuff. You don't have to worry about this, but once you get to this, it'll give you a little key as to what buttons do what. So this is the color test. So once you do this, if you hit the next button, the test button, that's next. And then these are your initial settings. So here we have it on free play, and I like to leave the demo and the game demo sound and music off, because otherwise when you're not playing a game, it just goes on and on. It kind of gets annoying. But if you look again down the bottom, it has what each button does. So you need the service button to go back and the test button to go next, and any one of the start buttons saves it. So that's what setup means, it saves it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the test button, and then in the instruction manual it'll tell you what each of these on-off switches does. But basically on this one, on Miss Pac-Man, when 1 is on and 2 is off, that gives you 3 lives. So watch, if I change the 1 to off, I just hit the button number 1 to make that switch toggle between on and off. So now 1 is on, 2 is off, gives you 3 lives. If they were both off, it gives you 5 lives. And you can set if there's extra lives, the speed and all that stuff. So anyway, I think I have everything set on 3 lives. But the main reason I wanted to show you this was I'm going to hit next, the test button again, and you see it goes through each game. And really what you might use this for is the volume. So there's the volume adjustment. So basically you just move the joystick to the left and to the right. Left lowers it. And once you get it where you want it, press the 1 or 2 play button. You'll see it says set up okay. Then you know you saved it. If you don't do that, it doesn't save it. So again, I'm going to hit the next button. And this is just to test all the buttons. And that's it. So once you're done with that, as long as you press the 1 or 2 player start button to save it, turn the game off, and you turn it back on, and when you start it without holding the test button down, it'll go into the regular mode. And that's it. So I'm going to just wipe it off a little bit, clean it up, and then it'll be good to go. See you in Annapolis.